had my mind and my pick set, and now I think I'm going to switch it. Whoa, okay. I'm going to switch it. I am going to give you my Oscar winner predictions for 2024. I'm also going to share which one of those nominees were my personal favorites and which one I would have given my vote to if I had a vote. Let's start it off with Best Picture, and the nominees are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. I think 2023 has been one of the best years for film, and each movie on this list has something for someone in this world. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's do it like this. I am going to remove the movies that I think won't win first, and then we'll go from there. So let's remove American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, and Past Lives. So that leaves us with Anatomy of a Fall, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. And if there's going to be a surprise at Oscar night, my gut tells me that that's going to come from Anatomy of a Fall. Let's remove Poor Things and The Zone of Interest. So that would leave us with Anatomy of a Fall and Oppenheimer. I am going to predict that the winner for Best Picture will go to Oppenheimer. And in my personal opinion, after watching it for the third time on physical disc, by the way, shout out to all my physical disc people out there, it's the best movie on this list. All right, let's jump into directing. The nominees are Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall, Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, and Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest. So sticking with the format, let's get rid of Martin Scorsese. Let's get rid of Martin Scorsese. Let's not get rid of Martin Scorsese. Let's remove Martin Scorsese. Let's remove Yorgos Lanthimos, and let's remove Jonathan Glazer. So that would leave us with Justine Triet and Christopher Nolan. Because I think it's an incredible achievement, I'm going to predict that the winner for Best Director will be Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. And in case you're wondering, from this list, my personal favorite director would have to be Yorgos Lanthimos. I love the world of Yorgos Lanthimos. I love the world of Poor Things. It was a little bit in the past, a little bit in the future. I love the art, the honesty, the quirkiness. I loved everything about this movie. And if I had a vote, at least today, I would give it to Yorgos Lanthimos. All right, next up is Actress in a Supporting Role. And the nominees are Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, America Ferrera for Barbie, Jodie Foster for Nyad, and Da'Vine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. From this list, I'm going to remove Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, and Jodie Foster. That leaves us with America Ferrera and Da'Vine Joy Randolph. I think America Ferrera has a slight chance because her message and her scene was so memorable in that movie, and I believe she potentially has the closest chance to steal it from my pick, Da'Vine. But at the end of the day, my pick for who's going to win Actress in a Supporting Role would go to Da'Vine Joy Randolph. This movie would not be as complete without her and her performance. It was fantastic.
Oh, the Osgood kid? Yeah, he was a real asshole. Rich and popular combination around here.
It's a plague.
Next up, we have Actress in a Leading Role. The nominees are Annette Bening for Nyad, Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, and Emma Stone for Poor Things. I am going to remove Annette Bening, Lily Gladstone, and Carey Mulligan. I actually loved Carey Mulligan. She was one of my favorites, but she's getting removed from this list. So that leaves us with Sandra Hüller and Emma Stone. And this one is actually hard. I had my mind and my pick set, and now I think I'm going to switch it. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to switch it. All right. Things are getting spicy. Things are getting a little bit hot in here by myself. I think I'm going to go with a bold pick. I'm going to shock myself and the world, and I'm going to pick the winner for Best Actress in a Leading Role, Sandra Hüller, 10 seconds ago, I would have said Emma Stone. I thought I was going to pick Emma Stone 10 seconds ago. But Sandra Hüller is the leading actress in 2 movies that are nominated for Best Picture, Anatomy of a Fall and The Zone of Interest. And in Anatomy of a Fall, she is incredible. Everyone is incredible in that movie. The dog is incredible in that movie. And I don't want to spoil the movie, but she has to make me a believer in the movie. And she does. My heart would definitely go with my vote, and it would go to Emma Stone hands down every single time because she just sweeps me off my feet. She's my favorite one, but I think Sandra Hüller will shock us, and I think she will win this award. We'll see. I might be wrong.
Sometimes a couple is kind of a chaos and everybody is lost, no?
Okay. Whew. That was a surprise to me. I didn't think I was going to go in that direction. But moving forward, for actor in a supporting role, the nominees are Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. I'm still thinking about that Emma Stone prediction. Oh my God, what did I do? All right. We're going to remove Robert De Niro and Ryan Gosling. I am so happy for Sterling K. Brown because in my opinion, he stole every scene that he was in. He was great. And I'm also happy for Mark Ruffalo because he was so charming, funny, and captivating in Poor Things. I actually wanted more of him in Poor Things. My personal favorite actually switches from day to day. When I pop in my 4K Oppenheimer disc, it's Robert Downey Jr. When I watch clips or talk about Poor Things, it's Mark Ruffalo. However, because it was such an incredible and crucial performance, my pick for who I think will win and should win, it goes to Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. I think we're about to see a new era of Robert Downey Jr. I think we're going to see the best of him, and I'm so excited.
Well, I'm here to tell you that I know J. Robert Oppenheimer, and if he could do it all over, he'd do it all the same.
The last one, actor in a leading role. The nominees are Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. I am going to remove Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, and unfortunately, I'm going to remove Jeffrey Wright. When people ask me who is your favorite actor, believe it or not, Paul Giamatti comes up. I think he is one of the most underrated actors of our time, all the way from Sideways to Billions and everything else in between. He is great. This one's super easy. My personal favorite from this list, and the one I would give my vote to, and the one I would take to In-N-Out, the legend, Paul Giamatti.
Get back here!
Being here with you is already one big fucking detention.
Son of a bitch, that's another detention!
I've loved watching the Oscars ever since I was a little kid, and now as a mature adult, nothing has changed. I'm still excited for Oscar night. I'm excited to come back and to see how right or wrong I was. I'm a little embarrassed at this point now. But for now, let's keep talking about movies. Check out my review on The Taste of Things, one of the most delicious, most flavorful, what else can I say? The most appetizing movie I have seen this year. You can check it out right here.